Okay, this is a real quick parking explanation of the parking situation at Koomer Ridge Campground. So what you're looking at here on your screen is Koomer Ridge Campground. The entrance to the campground is right down here. This is 715, Highway 715 that you'll be coming down from either direction, really. It just depends on where you're coming from. But as you turn into the parking lot, let's stop right there. There's going to be, if you're camping and you have not reserved a campsite from us already, and if you haven't, then you won't, because all of our reserved campsites are already spoken for by other runners. But this is where you pay, right down here. There's a little kiosk there, not really a kiosk, there's a metal tube where you put your money in an envelope, drop it in the metal tube, tear off the little thing, and put it at your campsite. So that's where you pay. Right here is the host station. So right as you come in, straight in front of you, that's where the host is going to be. That's a person just there in a trailer, and they kind of monitor the campground and make sure that everybody has paid. You don't need to check in with that person, just know that they're there. So on race morning, when you get there on race morning, let's talk about that. So what you're going to do, obviously you're going to come into the campground entrance. We're going to try to have signage for you. The available parking is as I'm going to show you. Down here is where our start line is. This green area right here is our start line. Obviously, we have reserved the following campsites. We have reserved basically all of these down here and these two right here. So 44 through 54. So basically this whole side of the campground is what we're going to have for Rough Trail Ultramarathon. Our start line is right here. Packet pickup is going to be right here at campsite 46. Just so you know, there are two little basically outhouses, little bathrooms there. They're not, they don't have running water in them, but there's a water fountain just outside of it there. So when you come in the morning, the first place we're going to start filling up parking is here in this lot over here. There are, I don't know, 12 to 15 actual parking spots there. So let's zoom in a little bit to that. So when you come in on race morning, you're going to enter here and come around here. There are a few parking spots on this side. You're going to see them. If they're open, feel free to park there. That is public parking. What we'll also be doing once those spots are full, we're going to be able to park some cars along the side of the road here. So if you get here and all of the spaces here are full, begin parking here. Try to be off the road as much as possible. You're not going to be able to get all four tires off the road in those spots. But please get as far over as you can safely. You do have like a really high, really steep hill, almost a cliff right there. That's a little ways off, so you can get two tires off the road here. There's a spot or two along here that you can park. There are some picnic tables here, so you can try to squeeze in there as well. We're going to start filling up this region here. Once that's full, we will spill over to down the road. These parking spots, there are parking spots down here, but they are not going to be available to runners who aren't camping. Those are only available to runners and our next opportunity staff. So that's where we're going to have all of our gear, our big truck that we have. That's where it's going to be parked, and runners who are camping get to park there. That's campground rules. This parking lot here is for campers. So do not park, if you get there super early, don't park down there if there are spaces. But you can park along the side of the road here in a couple different spots. So my pen just went black, but no big deal. Not everywhere, but specifically you can see like in this area here, the road gets wide. So you will be able to park some there. Some of our friends from who are camping down in here will have their vehicle there. So just keep an eye out if we don't have parking attendants out, which we should, but if our parking attendants are preoccupied, just do your best to try and park along the side of the road here, along the left side of the road as you're going that way. You're not going to be able to park along this side of the road. There's just no room. The pavement just goes right up into the hillside. So don't even try to park along there. But we'll be able to get a good number of cars along the side there. And then you can spill a little bit over. There's some spaces here and here to park along the side of the road. And if you do that, then what you'll have to do is just simply walk down the road and find your way down to the starting line. Just remember, as you come in, regardless of where you park, this is where the starting line is. I'll zoom out here. The starting line is down here. So whether you're parking here, whether you're parking along the side of the road here, or parking along the side of the road here, you're going to have to walk down here with your stuff. Bring your stuff. We're going to have a gear check-in down here. This is pretty much base camp for the morning. So that's where check-in's going to be. That's where packet pickup's going to be. You can haul your gym bag down there and check it at the starting line. We're going to start here. We're going to run. You can see how the arrows go. We're going to run up there through the campground. Our finish line, just so you know, this is a video about parking, but just so you know, our finish line will be up here at the amphitheater. So so we're down here in the morning. After the 22K starts, we're going to pack up our base camp here, and we're going to move to the finish line up there at the amphitheater. It's just more space. You'd be off the road a little bit, and we can make a little bit more noise up there. And there's electricity, so that's good for me. And then at the end of the day, if you parked off site, we'll have a shuttle waiting for you down in that area down there. So you just have to simply walk down this short little section of trail that's a few hundred feet. You just walk down here, hop on the shuttle. They'll get you taken care of. Now, check in on another video here in just a few minutes. I'm going to post here in just a few minutes, so keep an eye on our YouTube channel for a video titled Overflow Parking, where I'm going to talk about the actual overflow parking lot. So if you get here and there's a sign down here that says parking lot full, or if our parking attendants tell you that there's nowhere else to park here, go down that way on Kentucky 15. That's where our overflow parking is going to be. So check out the video that I will place a link at the end of this video for, called Overflow Parking. Any questions, email us at info@nextopportunityevents.com, and we'll see you on Saturday.